Hello everybody, this is Judge Free Time here, and today I got myself a smart bracelet, or a Fitbit for short, and this one does your heart rate and blood pressure. It does many other things as well, like call reminder, message reminder, and all sorts of different things, and sport kilometer and sleep monitoring, just in case you want the Illuminati to see how long you're sleeping for, which by the way I am knackered because I've been travelling all day. Heart rate and blood pressure. Now, what makes this special compared to the originals is the fact that this was dirt cheap and has, in my opinion, more features, unless the Fitbit has 20 times more. We just don't know. Anyway, this is the price I paid. And if you look at that display, it's misleading because in real reality it looks like that. So, you know, a completely different operating system to the one that shows on this watch. But yeah, it shows you genuine information about the smart band itself. Now, why did I buy one of these things? A, I wanted a watch because I was sick and tired looking at my phone. B, because I wanted to take the piss out of people that go, you know, on the treadmills. And C, I wanted to see what the hubba was about these fucking things. So, this is my first day, and already I'm kind of disappointed with this. The disappointment is the time on it is in 24 hours, and it's a bit annoying. Another thing that's annoying is the stepper monitor on this thing is fucking useless, because it no matter how much you know, don't move at all, it will calculate that as a step. Even though the fact that you haven't even done anything to this. You can shake it all around and it actually will count it as a step, even though you've done nothing all day. So I'm going to have to reset this in the morning to see how many real steps I've done. According to this, I've done 0.1 miles. And I've burnt 1 calorie. No idea. But the great thing is about this one is it actually can do your heart rate. And the way it does it is it has a light sensor inside, and it beams it into your arm or something like that, and it reads it. Look, it says 71, and it says 75. You can't see it. Well, I'm not going to take it off. It does many other things. It does the heart rate stuff and all that. It also calculates your sleep. So what I'm going to do is, oh yeah, and there's one more thing. If you go to stopwatch and hold on to it, you can actually do a stopwatch feature with it. Like that. You can stopwatch people. I can't see the Fitbit doing that anytime soon. Or maybe it has. But again, this was mighty cheap, this thing. And the great thing is, if you ever want to look at the time and the screen's off, you can go like that and go, the time is 20:43. So, I'm going to take this off. I'm going to let it charge overnight, because it has been charged already. I'm going to reset it to factory setting again, and we're going to see how I get on with this. So, see me for the ending result with this thing. Good morning. Right. I'm using the device now. I let it charge overnight. According to this, it says 9:54, so that's the time right now. Unfortunately, it's that 24 hours crap I've got to put up with, because there's no setting for it to go to PM and AM. I thought this would actually do AM and PM, but it doesn't even do that simple thing. But apart from that, everything else is working about it. I had to factory reset it yesterday because, well, not factory reset it, but remove the data off it yesterday because it said that I did 140 steps the last time, and I didn't even do anything. So, if you're a guy that masturbates, then this will pick that up easily as steps. I don't know why, but it does. I thought that's how it worked in the sensors, so I'm guessing that's how it works. It works by movement of the arm or something like that. It doesn't work by sensing the whole body or anything. It just senses movement, basically. So it's going to be interesting to see what results we're going to get, because we won't know if we've done 2 miles or whatever. It's pretty good. It's comfortable at the moment in time. It has to be if it's on your wrist 24/7. But yeah, we'll see how it goes, and see if this thing does anything good, and if there's anything I can criticise about it. The battery life, I don't know how it's going to go, because it's only 90 milliamps and it's very, very tiny compared to many devices out there. But again, this was £9, so I'm not expecting miracles out of this thing. This thing is pretty good for what I've paid at the moment. But with light in here, I can tell that the display's quite dim, but not too dim, so there's a hit and misses about this device, so we'll see how it goes, and again, I will report as soon as I've found any mysteries or anything about it. I thought I'd make it festive with the lights in the background. Anyway, yeah, it's now Wednesday night, and I'm still wearing it, still wearing this thing, and so far it's okay. The battery life is a bit in and outy. I say the battery life is a bit in and out because I charged it all Monday night and I'm using it from Tuesday morning, so, and already it's at 40% left, and it's not good really, considering the fact that on the paper it says 5 to 7 days. In fact, I'm sure it says somewhere in the blurb about that. Hang on, let's see. General battery. 5 to 7 days standby time. I've been kind of hammering it in a little bit, but I was expecting at least 4 days out of it. But yeah, battery's supposed to be a lithium-ion battery, and it's supposed to be a 90 milliamp or amp battery. But yeah, it works as a watch. If you're only using it as a watch and now and again a heart rate monitor, not bad, but to be honest, I haven't been using it really that much. I mean, when I say I've been hammering it, now and again I've been hooking it up to my phone, but that's what you expect for a smart band, innit? Or a Fitbit even. So, pretty disappointed in the battery. Now and again it doesn't register when you turn it around, which is annoying. In fact, it's taken a lot. And sometimes you have to press the button to actually get the time up, which is annoying. The sleep function doesn't work at all. I don't know what's wrong with it. Apparently I've done 2,187 steps, which is bullshit. More like 500, if any. But this is wrong. According to this, I've done 0.9 miles. 157k calorie or whatever. The heart rate is pretty accurate, I think. I haven't had a heart rate thing before. Yeah, the blood oxygen and all that, I'm guessing is correct, but I haven't got a machine to do it, so don't ask me. But as a watch feature, it's pretty good. For a heart rate monitor, not too bad. You know, it tells you the information that you need to know. Obviously, I would ask for you to get your doctor first to look at it, because it might not be accurate. I have been leaving this on all night, and you know, in standby on the side. I haven't turned it off. I've turned it off a few times, but I haven't turned it off all night, so it has been on standby. But yeah, 40% battery is what it said it last had. And for a pretty dim screen, I'm surprised it hasn't lasted longer than that, but I'm guessing with Bluetooth and all that, it will do that. But yeah, somebody tells me this is not going to last a week if you left it on. You have to keep it charged every 2-3 nights, if any, because the battery is quite low on this one. But we'll see if it keeps going throughout the week, and I'll keep you reported on it. Obviously, I've got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If it lasts till Sunday, it only lasted for 5 days. If it lasted only till Friday, 2-3 days this thing lasts. So this thing in information is incorrect. It says on it that it can last up to 5 to 7 days on standby. Maybe if you left it alone and you didn't use your mobile to hook up to it all the time, maybe you would probably get 5 days maximum out of it. But to be honest with you, I don't think I'm going to get many days out of it, considering the fact that I'm always looking at my watch and I'm always pressing this thing to check how many steps I've done, just to laugh at it, really. But it has worked, and at night I don't keep it on because I have nodded off with this before and the sleep function did not work. Even though I nodded off for about 20 minutes, it didn't say I slept for 1 to 2 hours or to sleep for 20 minutes. It didn't say any of that, and just to prove that it hasn't done that, there you go. It says 0. So this doesn't seem to work with that function. If it did, you'll probably nap on this thing and it actually won't pick it up. So I don't know what to say about the sleep function. It probably does work if you set it up properly, but there was no setting for it to do a sleep calculation. So yeah, the app is not very good in my opinion. I'll show you the app at the end of the week, what I think to it and how it works. But at the moment, I'm still learning it myself. What I do at night is I now take this watch off and I actually put it to one side of the bed because I don't like wearing watches at night. It feels really uncomfortable. It feels uncomfortable now, but it's better than keeping my phone in my pocket all the time and taking it out and all that. I still have my phone in my pocket, but taking it in and out takes all the stuff out sometimes, and you lose equipment, stuff like that, and this is just an easier option. Believe it or not, the old times were an easier option. But yeah, so far so good. It seems to be alright. It's behaving. It's hard to get used to the 24-hour thing, but I've kind of got used to it now. I now know it's like 7:32 according to this. I know 24 hours because this right here has the same clock feature. This is a Geiger counter thing, which I forgot the lead to, so that's going to be dead at the end of the week. Anyway, yeah, so far so good. I had to change the watch face on it because it wouldn't tell me what the date was properly. It just said the 19th, but on here it actually says 19th Wednesday on it. So yeah, you do get about 3 or 4 clock faces on this as well, so that's a pretty good feature. But I do like this one the most because it tells you the date, it tells you that it's Wednesday, and it tells you the battery indication all in one bit, so you can actually keep an eye on it. I would recommend charging every 3 days. This thing's not going to last any longer than 3 days in my opinion, unless you are on standby all the time with this thing. Then it will probably last 5 to 7 days. Who knows? Anyway, I'll keep you reported for any more information. Right, it's now Saturday with this watch. It was Saturday night actually. And I thought I'd go over a few more criticisms. Not just the watch is stuck in 24 hours, but the lead is quite small. And it's also one of these weird proprietary connectors. I can't pronounce the word I'll put on the screen now. But look at that. That looks quite dodgy, doesn't it? But again, you're only charging it once. And if you've got one of these and you're wondering how it works, you've got to find the 3 dots at the back. And you've got to open it up like an alligator clip or something like that, if you know what they are. And pop it on like that. Once you've popped it on like that, plug it into either a 3-pin adapter or whatever adapter you've got that has a USB on it, or you can use something like one of those smart bricks that you plug into the wall that you can make several things charge at once by USB. Anyway, that's one problem with this, or maybe the second actually, because the 24-hour thing and the short wire. I forgot to mention this on the day one bit of the video, but it's there now. But yeah, look at that, that's a very small USB. Also, this is not easy to find, so if something went wrong with this, you can't find it. What would have been nice though, if they used something like this cable, where you have a micro USB and a normal USB, because then if the cable went wrong, you can find another one. A lot of devices use this. No excuse for this to not use it, to be honest. There's plenty of port sides for it. You can put it on that side or that side, or even on the back. But, you know, there's other ones that also pull the strap off, but they're going to break eventually. It's another fault you're going to have with it. But yeah, considering the fact that you're charging this every 3 or 4 days, it would be recommended to have a longer cable and to have a better connector than this. But I guess it's alright. It's just a shame that they don't sell them locally, because then you can easily replace it and then you can just charge it up. And yeah, that's it basically. That's all I want to talk about this so far. So far so good. I only had to charge this up once for about 20 minutes because it went dead and it wouldn't turn on again. So I don't think this would last more than 3 days. So it's recommended to keep it charged every 3 days. Otherwise it'll be dead by the end of the week. So if you're on holiday or anything, keep that bastard charged. Right, it's now Sunday, and I thought I would show you, a little bit introduction with this watch. So here is the watch itself. As I showed in the previous, it's a weird kind of charger. You have to fiddle with it to get in those 3 port connectors. The sensor's on the back there where the round thing is. And this is the strap itself. It's a very nice strap actually. And when you tilt it up and down and again, it activates the time on the screen with the date on it most of the time, and the battery indicator. When you first get it, it looks like this, which is not bad, but I like this one. To change the time format on the screen like this, what you need to do is hold on to it for about 5 seconds or something, and it will change to a different time look on the screen, and then do it again to go to the next one. It has 3 type of clocks. It has this one, it has this one, and it has this one. Apart from a watch, if you tap it again, you'll get information of how many steps you've done. I've done 6,023 apparently. The next one says 2.6 miles, but it's your mile indication obviously. It tells you your calories, 456, your heart rate, and then this thing activates the green LED thing at the back to get your heart rate. I believe that's your oxygen or something else like that. I don't know what that is. I'll put it on the screen. And then it tells you what your sleep is, but that doesn't work in my opinion. And then you've got the stopwatch. To activate the stopwatch, you have to hold onto the button, and then the stopwatch feature activates. To start the stopwatch, tap again and it will start going. Tap again, it will stop. Very simple. And to get out of it, just hold onto the panel like that for about 3 seconds. Then there's this find your phone feature, and all you have to do is hold onto the button and it will start vibrating the phone, and then you can find your phone, and then we're back to the time. So basically that's what the interface looks like on this watch. It's a very nice watch. Looks nothing like the pictures in a way, because the operating system looks different to what I showed right here. But apart from that, it looks near the same as the photos. That's it really. That's what the watch looks like. What I'm going to show you now is the app. So here I am at the home screen of my phone, and I'm going to show you what the app looks like. Now I'm sorry this is in portrait, but I don't think I can put it in landscape. But anyway, we'll try. What you have to do first with this watch is you're supposed to turn on the Bluetooth and turn on the location tracker. And you've got to either have an internet connection or the mobile data switched on. After you've done that, you've got to open up an app called Wear Fit. And then what it'll do is it'll connect to the watch, which it's doing now. And it will tell you how many steps you've done. So if we click on that, you'll see that we've got a step gauge here. And it tells you how many miles you've been, calories, how many steps. And it will also tell you in weekly amounts and monthly amounts. Obviously I've only used this for 3 days. But by the time I'm showing you this bit of the video is near the end of the video as a summary. But I'm actually doing this on a Thursday, not on a Monday or whatever I do this. Anyway, let's go back. You can actually see that you can also see the sleep function as well, how long you've slept for. But unfortunately mine doesn't work, so that's why I stopped wearing it at night. You also have the heart rate right here that tells you the heart rate. For some reason at 9 o'clock I was 122 beats per minute. That's really bad. I better get that checked. But yeah, 81 was the last one from 12 o'clock. You can also do a real-time reading by tapping on that, and then you have to put the watch right near you and then press I know, and then it'll start connecting, hopefully. I'll do that again. Please connect the band. See, sometimes you have to connect the device by going to Device Manager and connect the device up again. I haven't got a clue why this works like that. I might get some more information now I've reconnected. There is a bit of a bug with this where it doesn't always connect properly. Connecting. There we are. So it's going to refresh. Yeah, 2,864 steps. So let's go back to the beats per minute thing. And there we are. 12 o'clock, 81 beats per minute, and then it went down when it was 1 o'clock. So let's do the real-time reading, and then click on I know. Actually, don't show this again as well. But if you press I know, it'll start doing a real reading and give you a precise-ish reading. Again, this is not meant to be a medical device in any way that much. It's meant to just give you an inaccurate reading or accurate-ish reading. If you want a real reading, go to your local doctor or GP or whatever. But as you can see, look, 70 beats per minute. I say that's about accurate. It also tells you this screen where it tells you about your figure or fattage or whatever. It tells you if you're in a happy state or not with the fitness that's going so far. Don't know how it knows. But apparently mine's actually on orange, so whatever. Apparently I'm mid-happy or something with the fitness so far. Or even better, it's telling me that, you know, I need to walk more often. I don't know. And then you've got this. I haven't got a clue what it is, really, to be honest, but you can do a real reading as well. This is also monitored. It also tells you your water. Oh god, I'm such an idiot. I just realised what I just said there at that comment. I just said I don't know what the hell that is. It was actually labelled on the freaking screen. I basically went to this and said I don't know what this is. Well, it says on the top blood pressure. You bloody imbecile, Jacob, honestly. Anyway, that's what that is. Blood pressure. And the other one was blood oxygen. I should know this. I've been using the fucking band for a couple of days. I should know. Oh, what an idiot. Anyway, back to me. And yeah, that's the readings for you. You can even go to the walking thing and check the weekly, as I said, and how many miles it reckons you've done. Sometimes this is not accurate at all, which is why I recommend seeing your GP. If you go to the 3 lines here, you can actually go to Health Weekly, User Information, I'm not going to go there because you'll see my height and information, but how it works is very simple. It tells you information like if you want it on the right or the left wrist, what your thing is. Actually, I'll show you it and see if I can blur it. So we'll go to user information. You can see I'm male, 28, height, and how many kilos. I think that's wrong, the weight, because I've not checked really. I'm just guessing. And you can also put it on the left or the right hand, and that's how it indicates that from the health band on thing. You know, distance, miles, or KMS, which is metric or something from what I understand. Height, feet or centimeters. No idea why you use centimeters, just use feet. Weight, kilos, pounds, whatever. Fall asleep. If you ever want to put this information in, you can, but mostly midnight to 9 o'clock. It still seems to think that that he doesn't know, so whatever. But you can also tap on this, and it actually will have a personal BP reference, which I haven't got a clue what that is. Anyway, that's what that is anyway. You can also do a thing called shake to take photograph, as well as Health Weekly. If we go to Health Weekly quick, you'll see what this is. This won't be available unless you have it on more than a week. And if you shake to take a photograph, you can actually take a photograph, obviously, with your phone. It won't work with a watch, obviously, as a camera, because there's no cameras on the Fitbit watch thing. You're going to have to use your phone, obviously, phone camera. So there's no real camera feature on it or anything. It's all on the actual device itself. It also tells you on the top where it fits, and it also says connected and 40% battery left, which is pretty impressive because it's Thursday now and it's like the third day, so it's actually done pretty well. If you tap on run, you can actually do your scheduled runs, and this is why you have to have the GPS on, and that is so you can do your run scheduling. And it also gives you GPS coordinates and all that. When you press start, obviously it will start doing the GPS on the screen, and it also will count for you how many miles or whatever it goes. You can also tap on this, and you can also use Google Maps or Scott Map. But I don't run, so I don't use that feature, so I'm not going to show you it really. I mean, I rarely use it. This is just to show you. Device Manager is just what we went to, and we went to Connection Manager, and it came up with a watch, which is F1. You can also tap on Find the Band, and it will start vibrating, and then you can find it. But you've got to have the Bluetooth on all the time to get that feature. And there's another reminders here, so you know you can have call alerts, SMS notification. That's, by the way, that's messages from your phone. You know, like texts, phone band lost alert, connection alert, whatever. Alarm clock. You can put alarm clocks in. You can put this this alert thing on, which is able to receive alerts or something. I haven't got a clue what that is. I haven't got it on. Set app notifications. This is pretty cool. You can actually get things like Facebook, Twitter, etc. to appear on your phone when you do have a notification. Say, for example, you're on Twitter and someone sends you a tweet or something, or directs a tweet to you or whatever. That will start to work on the smart band. Unfortunately, you would have to have the stupid Bluetooth on, so whatever. And WhatsApp alert and many other things. I don't have these on because I don't want to keep the Bluetooth on all the time. I was going to keep it for calls and messages, but it's going to just drain the battery every 5 seconds, so pointless. Oh yeah, and also you got K-Talk as well, or whatever, Canoe Talk, whatever it is. WeChat alert as well, and QQ alert and all that crap. Do not disturb. You can put a start time and end time and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, let's go back. Let's have a look at the device manager more. You can see wrist activation, lift wrist to activate band. And the way that works is every time you turn the band towards you, or even turn it or move it around a bit, it will show you the display. So basically, if you have the time or whatever notification you've left on, it will keep it on the screen for about near 10-20 seconds, and then it will go back off again. So basically, you quickly turn it towards you, it will tell you the time, like 13:10 right now, which is actually 1:10. One thing I'm disappointed with this, as I said, it doesn't have 24-hour or 12-hour settings, so you're stuck with 1310 instead of 110, and that can be a bit confusing if you don't know 24 hours very well, but you get used to it. I'm sure you do. But it's just an OCD problem because my phone is like 1:10 p.m. it says, and the watch says 13:10. It's a bit annoying that you've got to figure out which hour is which with that sort of thing. Hourly readings. Again, you've got to keep the Bluetooth on now and again for this. Basically, what it does is it tells the watch that to keep checking your heart rate and your blood and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, that's what that's for. And obviously, firmware update is to alert you of a firmware update for the band. And this is very buggy because I can't seem to get the firmware update. I'm guessing it's updated. So that's it about Device Manager. Let's go to settings and show you what's in there. Personal information, health goals, steps, basically. This is pretty important, actually. If you go to health goals steps, you can actually set the amount of steps you want to do, and it goes up to 300,000 or something like that, and 4,000 for the minimum. You can also tap on this for personal information, which is the same thing as before. You can also use third-party access like WeChat Sport and Google Fit. And you can also restore the band if you wish that the information that you're using is not good enough, or you want to, reset it for someone else to use or whatever. You can restore it. And empty data is to empty data on the phone. So that's about it with the app. I mean, it's pretty bare bones, to be honest. It just has a few things. But it tells you information about the battery, which is nice, 40%. It's actually been on 40% for 2 days now, so it's pretty impressive. User information, Health Weekly, all that, all the things that you need to know. And for a cheap little device, actually, that's pretty good, that you get all this. One criticism or two would be that the 24-hour clock thing and many other things that I can't think of at the moment that really annoy me, but at the same time, it works, and I'm pretty happy with it at the moment. I think the 24-hour thing, though, is a little bit annoying, especially for someone like me that only uses PM and AMs. So that's going to be a bit confusing when it gets to clocks, but eventually I'll get used to it, I guess. And there's many more things, but I can't really think of it right now that I think is wrong with it. But I think at the end, anyway, I'm going to be saying exactly what I think is wrong with it. But in the app, it's fine. I wish it had a setting for the 24 hours, as I said. And that's about it, really. I can't really say anything else about it. If I've got anything else, I'll probably put it at the end of the comments or something in the video. So anyway, back to me on the screen. Thank you very much, JJ's Free Time, from JJ's Free Time itself. I'm thanking myself. Very funny. What I'm going to show you now is a end result sort of thing. So I'm going to use this for another week, and then on next Sunday, I'm going to tell you my final thoughts and what I think to it. But at the moment in time, I'm pretty happy with it. It seems to work, although today it was a right pain in the backside when it kept turning itself off and using the other features. I wish there was a lock feature or something on the side. That would make it much easier. But hey ho, it was a cheap thing after all. It was £9. And it's now gone up, so it must be worth something. But yeah, I'm going to give this about another week, and I'm going to show you on the app that you've just seen how far I've become and what my progress is. I won't do it every week. I won't show you this every week. I'm just going to show it for one more week progress in the same video, and then my final thoughts and etc. over this watch. So we'll see you next week. So it's now Thursday, and as you can tell, the battery is getting low already. I only just charged it for Tuesday night for Wednesday and Thursday, and as you can tell, it's on 40%. And this is on normal use. This is not like using it all the time. So again, the battery may vary depending on how long it lasts. I don't think this battery on this watch is going to last too long, to be fair. But there is some news on the horizon, and I will be saying that and in the video. So that's probably why you can see part 1. Was it down there? because I might have invested in another watch. Who knows? Let's see what Jacob really has to say. Right, this has nothing to do with this damn watch, but I thought I'd let you guys know the agony I've been through. I had to order another USB stick, but it's okay anyway because I needed another one. But I had to install Linux Mint to get these files transferred to the server. So believe me, I've been through heartache to get this damn clip sorted from this phone. Anyway, it's now Friday, it's still working fine. I'm going to be booting into Windows 7 and I'm going to get some things on this thing so I can put it onto the server. The hell I've been through for this damn watch video is unbelievable. And many other videos as well, if you can think of that. But Jesus Christ, I never thought that. But anyway, at least I got another USB stick because Sean took the other stick because he needed it for his files or whatever he needed it for. I can't remember what he needed it for. But I now got another one, and this one is by Toshiba, not from SanDisk, or as we like to call it, Scam Disk, because of the price they asked for a light shell with a bit of, well, circuitry in it. Anyway, I'm happy. See you later. Right, it's now Sunday the 30th. We're coming up to the new year, so this is like really funny that it's actually coming up to near that and I'm talking about a watch. So how have I been getting on in the second week kind of video part, whatever you call it. Anyway, it's kind of my second week with this thing now. How have I got on with it? Well, the strap is not bad. I mean, it's a bit uncomfortable after a while. The biggest problem I had was when it was wet outside and I wear this on my wrist and I used it in my coat and my coat got wet. It started tapping randomly and it was really irritating. Another problem with this watch is the battery. For some reason the battery is malforming all the time. I don't know what's going on, but now this only lasts for 2 days. It used to last for close to 5 days to the last test we did last week. Now, excuse the mess down here, but I can't help wires in the way. I'm going to put the light on my phone and I'm going to show you what the watch looks like when it's charging. So this is what it looks like when it's charging. It's basically got those prongs in, and as I said in the other clip, it's a bit of a bitch to put on, but once it's on and it starts charging. It's pretty strong connection, so you know you're pretty much covered. But again, it would be nice to use something like this cable where you can just easily find micro USBs readily available. I think there is a reason why they give you the short cable and the actual connector for this watch, and that is that so you can keep buying one of these damn things every 5 seconds. This thing is charging again, and it's a Tuesday night becoming a Wednesday. It's Boxing Day and I'm charging up a watch. The last segment you saw was Monday and it was like halfway charged, so I'm trickle charging this for Wednesday. God knows when I need to charge it again, but it's on charge again. Something tells me this thing will need a lot of pissing charging, but that's like every 2 days. I don't know if it's because we need to drain it. I might drain it tonight and tell you in the screen right now if it's made a difference. So there you go. I don't know until I've edited this back where I live. My natural habitat of everything known as my home. But yeah, this is not bad. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you on the screen my results from, well, this week basically. Right, I'm going to show you my fitness stuff of what I've been up to on my fitness band, if that made any sense just now. Yeah, again, I'm not doing 50,000 fucking retakes. Anyway, let's have a little look at the fitness app and see what I've done so far. You got a pretty lady on the screen and such like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if this is connected. Yep, it's connected. Today I haven't done much today, 1 mile, but Again, I've been in the car and I've eaten more food than 1 mile's worth of calories. Who cares anyway? Yeah, so as you can see, look, my heart race thing is up to speed. Obviously I was out and about at 8 o'clock. So, let's have a little look at the Health Weekly and see how I got on. As you can tell, on Sunday, I did 7,000 steps. That's the time I walked my Auntie Sandra's dogs, and then did nothing on those days. I think these were linked up to Christmas, I think. And yeah, such like that. You are lazier at Christmas, obviously. It tells you information about what you can do, which is nice. Your health tips and such like that. I'll let you quickly see that. So Sunday, 103 beats per minute was the highest. Such like that. Blood pressure. I don't understand all this blood pressure numbers and stuff, so I don't really care. It just says something about staying up late, smoking and all that will make it go up or something. Blood oxygen. Fatigue. Apparently my fatigue level's not good, but that's probably because of the the fitness band not letting itself have any ground to work with the sleep function. Oh yeah, I finally got my tongue out on the end for that one. So that was the Health Weekly. Yeah, so how have I been getting on with this app? It's a bit hit and miss. The one problem with the app is that every so often you have to go to Device Manager and make sure it's connected to the device, because now and again it disconnects or doesn't connect properly. So you've got to keep checking, because sometimes this won't update on its own without being connected by Bluetooth. For some reason my fatigue levels have been in the yellowy orangey state for a long time, and the others are kind of okay. I don't know what these two mean, these two. I know what they are, blood pressure and all that, but I don't see what the problem is with 98% blood oxygen and 129. If anyone can clear that, that'll be nice. But yeah, the app is pretty good. It tells you information, tells you the battery percentage on your watch, which has always been 20%, because the damn thing after 2 days keeps going flat now. Oh well, anyway, back to me. So that's my results from the week. What do you guys think? Please comment below what I was talking about in the app, and it will be nice to know what it all means to be high like that, and if it's correct, or if that's a good percentage to have. I'm not sure. I've never tested my blood pressure or anything. So yeah, as I said, the strap is not the best on this. The time on it is spot on. It works with the app. It actually tells the right time. The only problem is it's in that 24 hours thing, and I can't put up with it. So yeah, that's a bit of an issue. When it's connected up to the app, it works straight away. Well, I say straight away. Most of the time it doesn't. Sometimes it has a hit and miss moment, but then it works again. The operating system on this is fantastic, in my opinion. Nice and big, the letters, so you can actually see what you're up to with your heartbeat and such like that. It is a bit uncomfortable now and again to have it on your wrist, but that's probably because I have a fat arm and the fact I have hairs on my arm. This fits okay. It feels like one of those cheapy watches you used to get back in the 90s, where the strap was god awful. This is like near the same example as that. So yeah, not a bad little watch, and not a bad little Fitbit band thing. Does this have more features than the Fitbit? From what I've seen, absolutely. This has like heart rate, blood pressure, all sorts of stuff. Not sure if it's all correct. Again, these things are from China, so obviously they're not always correct. But not a bad little watch overall. The charging is a little bit odd, but once you've got it in the 3 holes, giggity, you can actually start charging it properly. Yeah, so pretty good. Battery's a bit crap on it, and the band is a bit cheap, to say the least. But it was quite cheap in its own right, £9, but that wasn't including the postage. So yeah, not a bad Not a bad little wristband. If I've got anything else to say, I will say more in the next video, which is coming up, which is this. And boom, here it is. Another fitness band. Yes, I've bought another fitness band. So not just I've got the F1, but I've also got this fitness band from Let's Com or something like that. And it's a fitness tracker. And that's to come for the second part, baby. So if I have any new comments, I'll either say in the title of this video, or I'll say it in part 2 with this. But before we go, I must say that the box design is a lot thinner than this one. So I don't know if that's any good or not, but I think this has more gimmick stuff on it to make you buy it compared to this. So this kind of wins, this box design. But it's thinner, so you could actually fit 2 of these boxes. But yeah, anyway, the F1, not too bad. Would I recommend people to buy it? Yes, I would. But I would say to them that it won't last as long. It's probably a disposable watch because the battery doesn't seem to be lasting very long in it, to my opinion right now. I could be completely wrong, and I'll probably say on the screen that I'm completely wrong. I'm an idiot. I'm a fool. Whatever. Please go away now. Bye.